It's October 26th, 2025, and futures just opened very, very green, but on its way down. Just prepping for the week and specifically for Monday, what can we expect? We have FOMC this week. The big news on the rate decision, I believe, is Wednesday. We just came out of CPI on Friday, which um, pretty much the information they gave us instilled that we're going to get a rate cut, and that ended up being quite bullish for the market. And so, Monday I'm expecting it to be a little red, and here's why I think that it's because we did have a huge boost upwards on CPI information. But if you look at, I have this trend line here. We've been struggling to break that. Here is the big spike downward just for my technical analysis. And then here's the second point of the trend line. So when we finally broke out of it, of course, it's going to be a big, big candle because anytime you break resistance like that, it ends up being a big jump. And when we broke out of it, though, like look at the volume in the upper right here. We have 86,666 shares traded. And then this is more reassuring. The big candle is 3 million right here. So let's zoom in a little more. But this is 3.6 million. And then this next candle, this tiny red candle, 4.43 million. So we have more volume on a tiny red candle. And if you just think about the price action here, if it was actually bullish on Friday, what we'd see like it just keeps going up. But in fact, it wasn't as bullish as we expected. But I mean, it was bullish if you got in Thursday for sure, and early Friday. But during the actual the actual trading day, it actually wasn't that bullish. So what we're looking at here, what I'm expecting is we could close the gap to this trend line, is what I'm expecting. So from here, regardless of what futures does, maybe we open higher. So maybe we open up here, depending on what futures do. But I expect over the next day or two for us to pop back down, retest, or get close to this, and then continue on bullish, depending on the rate cut decision and discussion from FOMC. I'm expecting this to happen Monday or Tuesday morning. Usually, the day before FOMC is pretty choppy. Um, so I'm not expecting too much on Tuesday, but Monday I am actually going to come in with a bearish bias, actually, as we see people take profit and we see them digest the news. And so, what does that mean? That means I'll be looking for short opportunities, and I won't be buying into any long-term positions until at least towards the end of the day. If I'm totally wrong and it ends up skyrocketing to the moon, that's fine. Just my analysis shows that we are going to go down and retest, or if we don't retest, I suspect we'll at least make it halfway through. Like I'll probably cover uh, any short positions I have early on. Same story with QQQ. That popped up very large. I expect it to at least go back and retest this all-time high simply because we did not have much relative volume to warrant such a big move. And you see the red indecision candle has the same volume as the big green candle. And so that's an imbalance right there, indicating that we're going to go down on Monday specifically. Now, once you get down here, whether that happens Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning, then I expect us to chop as we're waiting for the FOMC decision. And then eventually, we'll know based on the FOMC meeting whether we're going to have a bull market again or a bear market. We also have some big earnings coming out. What do we have? We have Microsoft. They're coming up. We have Google. They're coming up. We have Amazon. I mean, these are all huge tech names. They're really going to dictate the future of the market. So I'm not getting any long positions Monday, except towards the end or whenever I see the overall market start to touch that all-time high and that upper resistance trend line that used to be support, and then I'll start getting into some leaps. So that's my plan. We'll see how it goes.